Hi, this is Jack at Authentic Artists and Or Rate. It's Friday, the 23rd of July, and how are you doing? Hope you've had a good week. It's been glorious in the UK. In fact, slightly too hot. I'm just trying to angle I've got my very own wind machine. In other words, a fan trying to keep me alive. People elsewhere will laugh at that. But first, it's quite hot in the UK, isn't it? So whether it's still hot and sunny where you are, which it is where I am, or it's already started to thunder and lightning, because it doesn't really ever seem to last that long. I hope you've had a great week. And how's that been for you? So this is my regular Friday check-in where I just trying to prompt some thoughts and some reflection on what's gone on in the week for you. Have you got stuff done? Did you make progress? What did you implement? And how has that contributed towards you getting close to your goals? Whether that's a monthly target or a quarterly target in sales, or whether it's a big project, whether you're planning a song release or an EP. A lot of my clients are in music, as you know, and with the Authentic Artists brand I coach, those guys, you guys, to kind of address the bit between the music and the business, which is you. So, as I said before, we either we don't know what to do, or we do know what to do and we're not doing it. So I address both of those things. So I thought of something this week that might prompt a bit of thoughts for you, which is, and hi if you're online, which is, often the things that stop us getting ahead or moving forward, they're always internal. It's mindset, it's programming, it's limiting beliefs, it's blocks, it's inner stuff. And often we are going through something, right? And sometimes we feel like we can't move forward because we're still going through this massive thing, whatever it is. There is, sort of could make a massive list of what we're going through. And the reframe on that is, we can be going through something, or we can be growing through something. And the difference there, whether we're still going through it, but are we growing through it? And the through is double meaning as well. It has a double meaning as well, which is, yes, we're traveling through the experience, but, are we growing because of it? Are we also growing through having that experience? So it would be a wasted opportunity to not grow through those things. And depending on your level of awareness and consciousness, or your thoughts around, more esoteric concepts, there is a phrase that is, things are not happening to you, they're happening for you. And so how is the thing that you're going through happening for you in a beneficial way? Is there a lesson to learn? Often there is a lesson, or we're the lesson for someone else that we're going through it with. So lots of kind of interwoven, intertwined things to think about there. So I did ask the question, what's the difference between going through something only or growing through something? And for me, that is attitude. So whether you have this approach where you do know that you grow through things, you do have experiences and take out of them some value, some benefit, some lesson, or not, the invitation is to change the attitude, to think of it like that, because one, it helps it become more less painful, and sometimes we might be going through something really painful, but suffering is often a result of resisting it. So if we can kind of slightly step back from the experience and see it in a slightly different way, change our attitude, then that can help to completely ease the way we experience something and help us to choose, to be more aware of what reactions we choose, to choose our reactions. Now, at certain levels, that might feel impossible for you. At other levels, it can be just a reminder that, yes, I know this, I've experienced it, I've done it before. Good reminder. And that's, you know, the benefit of taking a bit of a step back in terms of the observation of the situation and of your own reactions to things. And that kind of slight change in perspective can make it something you can grow from, rather than just enduring, you know, and resisting and kind of clenching up and yeah, just kind of not wanting to have that experience happen at all, but not seeing the value in it either. And it's hard when you're in it. It's often easier to do it in retrospect, to look back and go, yeah, I can see I was going through a lot there and I wasn't aware of how deeply I was going through things. And obviously the COVID situation is a classic example of that. It's only when I've been coming out of that situation myself that I realised just, you know, what I was going through. So sometimes this is, you know, again, a change of perspective. When we're on the upside of it, that's easier to kind of get that distance and look back. But when you're in the middle of it, you're in the thick of it, you're going through pain, it's really hard. Take heart that this too shall pass. And try and sort of release and relax into it, and, you know, not resist as much as possible the things that you're experiencing. So that was a bit of a deep dive, and hopefully you've learned something from that or been reminded of something. And as ever, you know, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing, however you're emerging or not emerging out of lockdowns, depending on your situation. So I hope you get to go through it and come out of it the other end stronger, clearer, and more focused. And with that, I'll wish you a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday. Have a good one.